Hello guys, welcome to Dead in the Dawn. The Premier League is back and so is our punditry team, which means we've got all 10 score predictions from the opening round of fixtures. Before we get started, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and leave a comment. We will reply to each and every one of you. So now we've got that out of the way, here is Bez to get you started with Burnley versus Manchester City.
Right, here we go again. First game of the Premier League season, 23-24. I'm giving Burnley, Man City. Obviously, Burnley smashed their way through the Championship last season. Vincent Kompany done a great job getting them up. Of the three teams that came up, I think they'll do the best out of three of them. I think they'll be well equipped this season to stay up, and I think they will stay up. Home form will be key for them, but I think Kompany will get them playing some good football, especially at home. These sort of games against the big sides ain't going to define their season, so they do against the other teams, and I think they'll do quite well. I certainly see them staying up, finishing maybe in the bottom half, but getting enough points on the board to keep them up. As for the game, obviously, they're playing the treble winners, arguably the best team in Europe. So City will want to bounce back after their Community Shield defeat to Arsenal. I'm sure they will. I think this will be a Man City win. I don't think it'll be easy. I think Burnley have caused them a few problems. I don't see Man City running away with it, but I can see them coming out winners. And the score prediction for me will be Burnley 0, Manchester City 2.
Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Arsenal have had a great pre-season, got all their transfer business done early, and all the players seem to be settling in quite well. They did get the first silverware of the season, winning the Community Shield against Man City, and I think they'll want to put a statement out after what happened last season. Nottingham Forest did ever so well last season, had a bit of a shocking pre-season to be fair though, only getting the odd win there and took an absolute pasting to Rennes. If they are to get anything in this game, it'll be through Morgan Gibbs-White, but I do think this will be a bit too much of an ask for them. It'll be kind of a free hit, and Arsenal will take this quite comfortably in a 3-0 victory. Bournemouth versus West Ham. Both teams struggled last season, just about managed to stay up, although Bournemouth were far happier with that than the Hammers. People are expecting them to come back stronger this season, although they haven't replaced Declan Rice, taken a couple of hide-ins in pre-season, and they don't really have that out-and-out goal scorer. Maybe looking at Danny Ings to step up this season after an injury played start to his career there. But I just think Bournemouth, they've got a new manager now, they've got Justin Kluivert in. Might be an ideal time to get out of the traps early, get 3 points on the board, and I think they will nick this in a scrappy 2-1 victory.
Brighton v Luton. Well, this is Luton's first game in the Prem, and it's a tough one. Brighton had a superb season last season and are expected to push on. Luton will be looking to find the odds and stay up, but it will be very tough, and I think it's going to be a long season for them. Regarding this game, though, it's the first game of the season and anything can happen. I expect a motivated Brighton to control the game and do what's expected. And to be fair, they looked really good when they played against us, Brentford, in the friendly. Luton will huff and puff, but I don't expect anything but a home win here. I think Brighton are going to win this quite comfortably, 2-0.
Everton versus Fulham, two teams who for me will struggle this year. Both will finish in the bottom half. Everton have made some signings which I'm not particularly sure about, but I think they have enough quality with a good manager to be okay. And Fulham, well, again, I predicted 18th, potentially maybe 17th. A lot going on there, but they have made a few signings. Anyway, time will tell. Regarding this game, I expect this one to be a draw, written all over it. Won't be surprised if this ends goalless, but I tell you what, I like to be adventurous. I like to add goals to a game. I think Fulham take the lead, Everton claw one back, and it finishes 1-1.
Well, the season's back, and I've got Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. Sheffield United, one of the favourites to go down. They've lost their best player in Ndiaye and potentially could be losing their second best player in Berg. They have made 4 signings. They're all decent signings, players that people might not be aware of. But the signing from Arsenal trustee, he's good and he'll do well. Is he Prem quality? Well, you'll find out in time. Regarding Palace, they started the window really good with Lerma, but I've only signed one player since, and that's an unknown quantity. He is Brazilian, he is a winger, attacking midfielder, and Franca. So let's see with him. Both sides, Palace could have definitely done better. I think Sheffield United have done good with what they've got. Anyway, regarding this game, it's first game of the season. Everyone's going to expect Sheffield United to lose, but Palace, not the best team away from home. So you know what? I'm going to put a shock in here. I'm going to say 1-0 Sheffield United.
So we're going to look at Villa versus Newcastle, opening game of the season. Both teams finished the season well, probably overachieved in many people's eyes. Certainly with both getting into Europe this season now. Obviously both have spent well and brought in players in the summer. But it's going to be one of them games where I imagine both teams would rather not lose than go for the win, if that makes sense. Yes, both teams would want to start with the win. Obviously, I'd love to see Newcastle start the season off with a win and get the 3 points. But like I say, I think both teams might be a bit hesitant and going full out for the win because be wary of starting the league off with a loss. So for that reason, I'm probably going to put it down as a 1-1 draw.
Brentford vs Tottenham. Last time the two played each other, we won 3-1. It was such a great game, but we both have new goalkeepers now, so it's going to go a completely different way. But I still think we could get the win here. I think we will win 2-1.
Opening weekend of the 23-24 Premier League season. Chelsea versus Liverpool on Sunday. Well, who knows what's going to happen with this one. I think both teams have said goodbye to some of their stalwarts over the last few years. Chelsea, it's a revolving door at that club really. They seem to have got rid of quite a lot of players, and maybe in doing so have been able to fund the players that have come in. I don't know much about these players that Chelsea have brought in. Only the goalkeeper Sanchez from Brighton, who took over from Luke Steele halfway through the season, and was probably one of the reasons why Brighton did so well and got themselves into Europe. But Chelsea, well, they had a mediocre season last year, and I really think that the only way that they will be successful if Pochettino can gel together the squad and through simple teamwork get results. Chelsea fans could well be unforgiving given his connections with North London rivals Tottenham previously. So Pochettino probably won't get much time before the supporters will start feeling uncomfortable. Liverpool, on the other hand, well, they've said goodbye to quite a lot of the players that saw them win the Premier League a couple of seasons ago. The likes of Fabinho, Henderson, Firmino, Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Milner have all gone. And they've only brought in a couple of players with money. I can't even pronounce the Hungarian fella that he bought, and McAllister from Brighton, which is probably a very good buy for them. During close season, the friendlies that Liverpool played, they conceded quite a few goals, and Klopp was very vocal in the demands for tightening up at the back. So the game itself and a prediction for the result, I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I really don't think I can see either side gelling quickly enough to produce an outstanding result. So, yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence on this one. 2-2 draw.
Premier League is finally back. New season, new era. It's the Ten Hag era. We go again. The match I've been given for our first week is the mighty Manchester United versus Wolves. No, we're going to have a scary team out there. Wolves ain't going to be the same this season in my view. I think they'll struggle. A lot of the big name players have gone for the big money and ran away. But yeah, this is going to be an easy Manchester United win, 3-0.